Using the authority Congress granted the Department of Education, we will forgive $10,000 in outstanding federal student loans. In addition, students who come from low-income families, which allowed them to qualify to receive a Pell Grant, will have their debt reduced $20,000.
Yeah, you're mad about that. I'm mad about that. Let's cover a couple things, though. Yes, this is completely illegal. They're using some 2003 law that helped National Guardsmen fight the global war on terror without backbreaking student loans. They're using that as a justification for Joe Biden to just hand out a bunch of cash. But what's actually happening here? Because you've heard it now for 24 hours. You've heard everybody and their brother talk about how this is an attack on the working man. This is a handout to liberal elites, and the working man's going to have to pay for it, and this is ridiculous. Well, understand. Always understand. This is just like the IRS agents. This is like what happens at the FBI. Remember, there are some basic truths that if you simply accept them as true, everything makes sense. We talk about these basic truths all the time. The 3 characteristics of the people who run the country. I'm not going to do that again right now. We talk about them making you an enemy of the state. Everything they do is with that goal in mind. And another thing you simply have to get. Democrats hate the United States of America. And maybe you're an older Democrat and you're offended by that. I don't care. I'm offended by your crappy vote. JFK's gone. These people are all communists now. They hate the country, despise it. They've been groomed that way. They've been grown that way. Every single outlet they've ever gone to in their entire lives, from college to MSNBC to wherever, has taught them how truly evil and crappy America is. These people hate the country. Okay, so we have that part of it. Well, because of that, when they get elected, they're not worried about America. You, as somebody who is worried about America, you can't relate to that. That doesn't make sense to you. That doesn't make sense to me. So we're constantly left looking at things they do and say, well, that's bad for the country. Like we look at this and we say, oh, we're already struggling with inflation. This is going to bury us. Why would they do it? Why would they do it? They don't look at America that way. They look at it as a gigantic, evil empire that should be pillaged on its way down. That's how they look at it. It's a big evil bank to them. They just want to get in there and rob it of some cash before they put it up in flames. So when they take power, they don't look at anything through the lens of what's best for America. That's how you would govern. These people don't think in those terms. These people do 2 things when they are elected, and only 2 things. Everything they do is one of these 2 things: rewarding their friends and punishing their enemies. You also don't relate to that because Republicans don't think that way. Republicans in general, most of the DC ones, hate your guts too. They laugh about you behind your back, and so they spend all their time apologizing for you to their Democrat fans. Oh, these stupid election deniers, what a bunch of idiots, right, guys? Democrats don't do that. They reward their friends. They punish their enemies. You hire 87,000 IRS agents because you want to punish your small business enemies. They're all voting Republican now. You steal from hardworking middle-class workers and give them to rich urban elites when it comes to student loans because middle-class workers despise the Democratic Party. Now, the numbers are overwhelming. They vote Republican. So, of course, you're going to go pillage them and then hand out money to rich urban elites. That's how they think about things. It's hard for you to get that. It's hard for me to get that. But when you understand it, when you finally accept that basic truth, everything you see out there makes sense.